very close to you. Somebody did there will not show you road now. But tomorrow, once he say, this guy don't. That I go call you won't come out. Anyway, maybe we chook eye for the matter as we don't boss out on top the top story. But not forget to say our phone lines they don't open. Feel free to chook mouth for any of the matter we pinch you for your mind from the newspaper headline and also the top stories there where we don't drop for ground one by follow. Now make sure they put the flesh and every of my paddy people. They go still also put flesh for every we don't there one there. Imo explosion. Buhari orders clamp down on illegal refineries. The President Muhammadu Buhari don't describe the death of tens of Nigerians on Friday night in the explosion of an illegal refinery for inside Imo State as catastrophe. Anytime they speak big English like this, no say the matter entire power way. And the national disaster, he consequently directed the nation's armed forces, security, and intelligence to chook their eye where to clamp down all illegal refineries. No fewer than 100 persons right now, to really they come out say they don't reach 130 people. Now, on top of this Friday night disaster, around 8 p.m. now it happened after an illegal refinery catch fire for Abeze community for inside Oraji Egbema local government area of Imo State. Also, 6 motor nicely catch fire too. 6 motor catch fire during the incident. When it be say it control the community, people call them mourn. Hey, they cry. According to statement, when it be say they put biro for ground, senior special assistant called media Garba Shehu. Now call they react. He called it to say this today irresponsible. He said it's not good at all. The people that were they responsible on top of this thing. He said they must make sure say they catch them and they made them to face justice, as in the people who get this illegal refinery. For inside the statement, he called title an Imo refinery death a national disaster. The president sent condolences, say the people that will lost their people inside this fire, that they condole with them, say make they take heart. This not be the matter when it be say Ishele from Imo State. And this one, virtually all the newspapers them they talk about them, and right now, and one of the biggest stories. I don't know if you see the site. Now. Very gory site.
Waiting pay me be say, you don't reach the level where Nigerians go risk their life. You know, say this thing where they do, go fit kill you anytime. But you go still carry head, enter there. Who you want blame? Sure you want blame government for not putting their feet down on top this kind of illegal movement. Or you go blame the people when no say you go enter there. This small fire like this, see waiting you don't cause over 100 people.
I don't want to small fire, but today, how many times you don't see where tanker fall?
Now we tell you talk now.
Rush go
over 100 people don't die.
Tanker will fall. You know, say as tanker fuel, and a small thing go remain, explosion go
everybody
happen.
go burn.
But everybody go rush, go the scoop fuel. What thing you won't use that small fuel do that time? Where you be say, instead of you to save your life. That's what you use be.
All right, we'll just enter the next matter with our hand this morning. Now, waiting, Oga President wife been tell the presidential aspirants. She talks say she they encourage them. She they urge all political parties to always consider women as their running mates to candidates contesting for the elections for various positions around the country. She they talk this one on Saturday when she hosts the presidential aspirants from some various political parties them for Iftar dinner where they do for the State House for Abuja. And they organize this one just to, to provide the opportunity for the aspirants to share love and happiness with one another in the spirit of Ramadan and in a quest for nation building. She talks, say, make women get the opportunity to play better political roles to ensure greater participation in election positions. Now, what did she talk about that? And now why she called them together, one of the reasons why she called them together. May we take Monday. Hello, Monday, good morning. Okay, Peace, you did there?
I do, now good morning.
Good morning,
Good morning, Peace. Welcome.
This most very sad to Kai. See, we not be say we know, nobody will know say this is very dangerous. Even common trailer to fall for road. If they fresh fuel, people they die. Talkless of all this illegal. And secondly again, I wish I know that this thing now. We don't need to blame government because now there is their hand. Because I want to bet. Because this our illegal refinery. This we don't see they do locally to ourselves. Why the local command just do so that people will get all this kind happen. When Buhari traveled that time, you know say that just go around all these places. He says since our people they fit use and do this locally way, say that we empower the guard or they do so that people become international. That this kind of thing for no they happen. Concerning this profile what I made this morning, they're not the third man, they're not the third black man say we don't reach where river day. This one, it means something to this election where they come. Youth day after now they not get work. Now come carry out the as a choice. Because they give their gun and make they call the help on a cafe. Make they come go help on the keep up. Make they come go help on the kidnapping. Make they use their first. Make they not let people come back and 1 naira, 2 naira way to finish now. Go the campaign.
Thank you,
Thank you so much, please.
Monday.
Monday, they stand by. Monday, good morning.
Hello?
Monday,
Good
go
morning,
ahead.
Monday.
Yeah, good morning. First of all, you guys well done for the work.
Thank you.
Thank you very
You
much,
guys
sir.
are doing.
We appreciate
I
it.
want to ask Press whether not from the dinner with the organized sister give her that necklace first.
Now from the dinner she comes, so you know, so
From when they bring come from Dubai.
she go represent us.
Actually, now from Dubai, I come branch dinner.
come branch dinner.
I say, make I do here,
I want to say something. This will reopen border. For what? Because so that they will get through that load of rice from Cotonou, go repack with their name. They give poor masses for election. The people will not know what they do. Now they are talking about illegal refinery.
Yes.
Number one, would they supply them the crude oil? Number two question, would they buy them from them? Number three, civil defense and police never see, and they never see trailer, they go load fuel there. Then who is fooling who? Bobo they thought say make them calm down the illegal refinery. What they happen for eastern part of Nigeria, it goes strong well. The one way they happen for Kaduna, and not on Imo, the one way they happen for Kaduna, where they key enter NDA, it not talk anything. We just sit down, they look. To me, all these politicians, they want to bring a trailer load of rice to repack. The pyramid, when they get Abuja, they don't ever finish. When we not get rice, then close border. Now when they don't get pyramid, then they open border. But I'm not looking into this matter. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Monday.
And if you want even check, I'm going to ask you, what's been the economical implication of the closing of the borders,
closing of borders,
before? Well, it don't help in any way. I feel like so we'll get another caller on standby.
Hello.
Good morning.
Olisa.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Welcome.
sir. Go ahead.
Me, I want to talk about this exposure for that illegal crude.
Yes.
Okay, I'll tell you something. For this Nigeria, if you are not rugged, where you wicked, where you feel carry gun, where you feel do any bad thing, you can't make it in Nigeria.
No, that's not lie.
Not be so.
I look up
Not lie.
all this agbero, where they talk to millionaire, automatic, all these bad people, if they never look shakara for this Nigeria, they no go make am.
Olisa, you mean say the three of us there will just waste our time, they talk for TV, we'll not go make them. We'll go make them.
We go make am, oh, Lisa. People they make am.
People, they believe say na hard people, hard people, wicked people, strong people, and then they make am for Nigeria. And look at this parking space for Abuja. The time we are there, Abuja, now free with the park. But if government, this present government, see they collect breathing money, year money, then go feed one. Take wicked dogs because they need money everywhere. All the corner they need money because all the one that they are borrowing, they are spending it. That's why they want to just put.
All right.
Thank you. Well,
Thank you
Olisa,
so much.
for
Okay, so we'll get
contribution.
another
Just
matter there
correct
for you.
something
Okay.
first, before we move on, so that we're not going to misinform some youth where they watch us. In not compulsory, you must do something when we're rough before you make them.
Yes.
Why would they grow up with the cities? You see the program when they talk. They don't program us in a way where they say, they think say you must do those
Now, the
things.
only
Because now those kind of people would they see they come out for our society,
Yes.
our community. Where they grow up, would they look at our textbook? So kind achievers they go in front of the textbook, when they see them, we won't be like them. But now they see those things. The kind of people they see be like Agbero. They can't do anything for the society. So you say, he don't believe now, say you must be a for you to make up for that, which is very wrong.
True. Now we take Samuel. Hello, Samuel. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
All right.
Good morning.
How was the weekend too?
We
Yeah,
thank
we
God. We thank God.
You are looking good.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
What I want to say is concerning this illegal refinery and clamping down of our Mr. President. As far as I'm concerned, the clamping down of Mr. President is just a normal thing that every Nigerian has always declared, and then clapping down this and at the end of the night. Because those NDA, those soldiers that have been posted to that place, do you know that they even pride themselves to go to those places? My boy, if you can go to those places at night, those areas at night, that refinery, all those illegal refineries, you will be seeing it even from some people's houses. You'll be seeing it. It's not eating at night because their fire will be burning at all times. meanwhile, you see soldiers or terrorism about concerning the whole thing. And at the end of the day, it's just that because this thing happens now, there was a mistake there, according to the carelessness for them, for this thing. The only thing I'm sure that is going to stop this thing, if there is this campaign that, if there's a government that will come out and say, I'm going to introduce what is called social security services on each and every one of Nigerian citizens, this thing will have to stop. It will stop by itself. It's not something like that clamping down or not clamping down. Like that border that they just put, just like the former caller said, election is nearby. They want to start sharing their rights. And because we will not be producing enough to share for this campaign.
All right. Thank you very much, Samuel.
Thank you, Samuel. All right, Shapali, the more to read them with their hand here, traditional worshippers, them don't talk. Say, the way we say they use exposed the body of the late Alafia for you, will be late Oba Adeyemi the thought, say, they good at all, because even the late Oba Adeyemi the thought, say, when in their life, they always talk, say, it is very important to make Yoruba maintain the culture of not exposing, the body of their traditional rulers when it be said and die. It be like, according to tradition, you're not supposed to even see the dead body of a traditional ruler when he die at all. But we see for pictures, as it be said, they prepare him for funeral and all that. And then people will be say, be custodian of the tradition, don't come out, come complain, say, no good at all. Say, this one, no be the way we be say it's supposed to be.
We'll take Solomon. Hello, Solomon. Good morning.
Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Solomon.
Yeah, now your 1 minute don't start. Quickly.
Yeah, I want to talk about this incident that happened in Imo State.
Okay, Shapali.
Yeah, what you say from the best of my knowledge, what I see you say, the people when we say then they do that illegal refinery there. Now, something where I see you say this country, you go to use money to bribe your way out because there are some securities that they need to look deep into that matter. So I feel like there was bribing, like bribe people, do this thing, because if you say this explosion won't happen, we will know say something like this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yeah,
so
thank you.
We need to look deep into this matter.
All right.
Like
Thank you.
They started opening this refinery there. When did they start? We need to
check them well. All right.
Thank you, Solomon.
Thank you, Solomon.
Thank you, Solomon.
Solomon.
Just
Get
like
Presido
don't talk, say they go look into
They go look
it.
into
But
it,
trust
yeah.
me, this not organized crime because na refinery. So big names they involved.
Yes, they
and
involved.
more so, security agencies not go say they don't know about this thing before now.
Not true now. Not true. Tomiwa.
Tomiwa, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, President. How are you?
All right. Carry go, Tomiwa.
Cool.
We see you.
Listen to me, there one. Chukundi said we should be going through this traditional book back then. No? But I can tell you now that this man that just passed out after Ibadan, was not Alafin, what do you call it?
Alafin.
Do you know that man blessed Tinubu before he died? Which is contrary to all Nigerian people. They didn't like that kind of thing. So whenever you are doing something, don't think of your own business alone. Think of about millions of people that they are crying that their voice cannot be reached out. Is it because of the Ghana must go they brought to you that you are blessing somebody that is contrary to a lot of people? No.
All right.
See, I don't want to go to that side.
All right.
Now,
Thank you.
Olisa said something the other time. I know you people will think it's not good, and I will tell you that it's very, very, very good. Yeah, I will tell you that government prefer making Agbero and Todd ambassador than you.
Thank you so
But
much.
not make
Let's
a
say
good
60
thing now.
seconds,
Not
don't
still
go.
make a good thing.
Yes, don't make a
Okay.
All right, we'll get somebody else on standby.
The traditional leader go accept anybody we can go bless anybody. He no limit anybody.
It's a traditional leader. It's not.
He there for everybody.
Yeah.
So
No,
anybody
take
will go
Yemi.
see and free.
Hello, Yemi.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning,
Good morning
Yemi.
to you,
Welcome.
Yeah, good morning.
All right,
I
go
greet
ahead.
everybody on
Great.
to you.
Great. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to contribute I just want to contribute to your talk this morning.
Yes, go ahead. We'll hear you. Sharply.
Thank you. This refinery that we have been talking about has been long. And our government today is supposed to have done one or two things because the same refinery, they know about it. A lot of tankers have been going there, have been collecting fuel, which they know. This is not the first time explosion is happening. It has happened in Bayelsa. Now it's happening in Imo State. Why can't our government do something with that money that they have been consuming, stealing out of the country, to build up our refineries? We have refineries that are not working. Then the local refinery that they are still seeing, can they build it for our youth?
All right.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Yemi.
Thank you. Be like
Thank
saying
you.
you
Understand
try
your
talking
point.
a desperation and make people okay.
Understand
WhatsApp
your
messages
point.
too
We'll
plenty.
take
And I'm not
WhatsApp.
vex say
We'll take
whenever
WhatsApp.
they take AY send this message. Talk say you like what Buba Marawa they do. Say the level of twitch our youths and boys and girls they use abuse drug this. They say they very alarming. Say in walk out of a club with him friends when he see in 14 a daughter of a neighbor way be 14 years old they abuse drugs. They use drugs anyhow inside club. Say annoyance make them come out for inside the club because of that kind of thing. 14 years old they use a drug for inside club. Okay, good morning Wazobia. I greet you, Brother Chuko, Bros Edewan, Lady Precious. Why government they clamp down on illegal refineries when the legal refineries know they work? These are government funny well. What do they expect them to do when the right thing to do is to revamp our refineries? Your name now, Caller from Bega, Lagos. Caller, thank you so much. Shapali, more messages. Then too plenty. Good morning, Preppy and Co. Nigeria problem we are hearing every day is discouraging us. Jehovah God will save us. The one where they pay me personally invite. Well, I don't understand how you use talk this one. You say the one you did now. We say you all are invited to my grandma's burial. Oh, thank you so much.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank
for
you.
the
Too many
invite.
messages. Thank you so much. You know, go fit take all of them
Yeah.
because it's time. No go fit permit us to take all of them. They too plenty. If you don't send us WhatsApp messages, no worry. You go find that time to read them. Thank you as you send us messages. Thank you to those we call us. So go waka enter now into our next Sedan Talk segment. Remember, so we'll be telling you when we open the show. Say, I ain't come out last week. Towards the end of last week, say the budget where be said they don't bring out for inside this election. Remember, say last year. The budget for the whole 1 year for INEC, they be put up for 305 billion naira. They can't come out last week, come talk, say, the money where they go use buy sensitive materials, all of those things, and print ballot, do all of those things, say now 239.2 billion naira. And people can say, hey, only to print something and all of these matter them. Well, we go look inside that matter. Plus, including, say, INEC chairman come out last week too. Come talk, say, no matter what happen, come rain or shine. Election must hold. If insecurity like make him become the next name of Nigeria, you know, consign him. Election must hold. That matter now we'll go talk about after this break. Stay with us.
Whoa, how hot is she? Very hot. Pick me. Just pick me, baby. Come pick me, girl. Man, I'm all ready for you.
So tasty.
He's so lucky.
Mini-Me, taste the fun.
Because no matter where you go, no matter how we be, I go always there for you. Anything where you chop or whatever you drink, oh, I cannot be the bar for you. All I ask in return is that you treat me a little better with eyebrow. Toilet cleaner, my hygiene now your own no eyebrow. Toilet cleaner, it's a win-win for me and you, so make me win more.
The Bubble Guppies are getting ready for their new underwater adventures. Sing and learn with them as they guide you through their fantastic world. A world of laughter and joy, riddles and excitement, songs and dances.
Bubble Guppies, coming soon on Wazobia Max TV.
All right, welcome back. That's still the Good Morning Naija show. We still there here, and we won't get our first sit-down talk segment. I know some people will like hear this one because it concerns you and I. Why I talk so? Yes, now the National Electoral Commission, the Independent National Electoral Commission, when they come outside, INEC, they don't talk say some kind of amount of money where they want you to take run the elections for 2023. And people say, what's it happen? Some people, they talk, say, well, it is necessary looking at the way the price of things now don't go up for the country and for the world at large. But make we just give a sharply breakdown of what they talk regarding this one. They talk, say, the matter waiting happen, not be just insecurity matter will go affect them. And based on things we don't rise. And as insecurity day, so nothing will make the elections no hold because them don't be ready to go all out on top, making sure say the 2023 elections go take place. And now the chairman of INEC now talk this one. Make we hear him from the horse's mouth by himself. Then we go no say not be we carry this conversation, can't give you alone. Make we hear what's in the chairman talk.
Clearly, these are challenging times, but we are determined that election must hold in 2023. No way.
When I don't hear them as they talk, nothing. As it be so, election must hold. Like pressure state talk, even if say rain, fall, sun, shine, thunder come down, the elections must take place. And the reason why I talk to some people, they talk about the level of insecurity where they with country and say it is safe to even conduct election. Well, that one now one of the matter we will go discuss today. And the other one, we say the money, as what you could talk and the pogri, when they want you to take run the elections this time. The body cajad where based on the money where they grant, they say now 239.2 billion naira now they want use for the money where they don't allocate for the elections. Take run some kind of things, take get to acquire some kind of things that they want buy for the elections out of the money that they won't use. And some other breakdown of how much they want to say do things for here. Well, our guests them, they online, we go follow us yarn this matter, we go follow them talk. We get Dotun Ojon and Oga Fini. Please be able to join us to talk this one this morning. Oga Dotun, good morning.
Good morning, Oga.
Aha, and Bros Fini, we hear you. Hope so you hear us loud and clear.
We
hear some small distortions. Okay, we'll go try fix the audio issues, but we'll go get back to them when I see our guests down there on standby to follow us discuss this matter. But my people, how we see this thing? The concern of Nigerians now be say, waiting will they spend for the past elections they come compared to waiting we won't spend in 2023? It not shock you.
Like what we done they discuss for backroom before now. You point them out straight directly at there. You talk say they go always give you the reason of inflation.
Bam.
Most especially the dollar price.
Yes.
Most of these items we not the produce them.
They import everything they come.
So they go always point to that. Like I believe say even in 2019, similar things still come out say why this money they very big like this. In 2019, I think the money now 189 billion as at 2019. And it was so big for our eyes then.
Yes, sir.
They asked them similar question we go still ask today again. And one of the reasons where they still point to nasty inflation. They say the dollar rate in 2015 is different from 2019. Now 2019 don't different again from 2022 into 2023. So you see, this not just where they go peg and put most of the time. But so many questions that they around this very topic. So many questions where the Nigerians mind to want know, to want unfold. Because it can't be like say, INEC, we not can understand whether Nigeria election different from world election. Because if you go statistics, even America election, It not reach Nigeria.
Okay, so where I go put my mouth inside this one, BC. First of all, why we get to import all our electoral materials?
The materials, yes.
I don't understand. And when you talk about the fact, say, we already get a lot of pressure on our currency. Why we get to import our electoral materials? Because now, because of that purported imports now we make we get to talk, say, dollar do us this, dollar no do us that. If everything we concern our election gets to the phone, they happen, even to the extent of even some of our military wares imported. Why?
Why
would not go about boys then go fit so this thing pass even the original way you fit talk. So it is very, very unfortunate. Sorry, no vex here they talk because France just finished election. Where it be say Macron come back re-elected. We know here say they spend this kind madness of amount. And apart from the spending even, no day anywhere where it be say I don't hear say people, countries like France or other countries, they import materials where it be say they use for their election. You know they too embarrassing say we stay for this condition where we dey and we then neck deep into them, we dey suffer into them, then we still not get help. We still they continue like that. How we go use get the change we be say?
Okay, make we just give them small breakdown of how much they want use to, what they want use this money to do according to the conversation with the other. As them talking now 105.2 billion naira they been go budget as estimated budget for the purchase of accreditation devices, then 23.7 billion and 23 billion go payments of allowances for the ad hoc people who go work with them and logistics respectively. Then out of the 239.2 billion naira project budget, 20.6 billion and 12.7 billion go be for printing. Yeah, it will be for printing of the ballot papers and the procurement of non-sensitive materials, while the printing of result sheets go be total of 9.5 million naira. Then 13.19 billion go be for the purchase of ballot boxes and another 3.9 billion for operational vehicles. So you see the money with the breakdown of how they want to spend this money.
See, somebody with not perfect it, you want to do. There's always a breakdown.
There's always a breakdown.
They'll give you so that breakdown not being be the matter. Now that breakdown we won't question now. So
yes.
Say why the OTs be like that. And one other vital thing where we go look into, INEC say they go deploy over 1 million staffs there to work with ad hoc and all that to work with the over 1 million.
So they're going to need to pay these people now. Yes, and they're going to need to pay people salary now. Over 1 million.
Which country they do election like this?
And maybe not because of say, I won't just imagine, say, maybe because of say, the number of polling units don't also increase.
Oh, yes.
Say, from where we get for 20 polling units. No, that means the number of polling units increase, staff go increase, materials go increase, everything we concern them go increase. So that was Phoebe, maybe
when I talk this word, I get where I talk and go. You know why?
I know where because you go.
The world don't even move.
They evolve.
All these things. Una talk so now they bring in ABIS, the automated biometric identification system. Where we say you go just walk enter like this, your face. You go just pick your face, pick your hand. You don't come out.
Fingerprints, yes. You don't know who you be.
Una I can locate a lot of money into that one. Then why bring the crowd again? You just need only one person to.
First of all, the reason why they know if you do that kind of one, they can only one person go there because the country, the way election they run for the country, you don't talk for year before. Now say person go to do election, they go they fear say you won't go outside because you know waiting go happen. So they're going to need to put security. They need to put people who go stand with the machine.
Of course,
they're going to carry people who go there where they watch people who won't come up for line because of all these unnecessary things.
Security different. The people who won't work over 1 million. Now automatically. You they disenfranchise 1 million people not to vote.
If you look at them like that.
And these time people support cast their vote normally.
If you look at them like that, that one's not true.
So we need to start to think creatively to evolve from this ceremonious voting exercise every 4 years. We say we always do it. And looking at the economic situation of our country, we are neck deep into a lot of debt.
Where we yes.
How long base now?
Plenty base. Money where we see the kind amount. Now, if foreign aids they corner they watch us, they see this kind of say people we say they not get money. See the kind amount.
When they talk now, election a very valid reason for person to even use spend money. How about the expenses for inside your presidency and all that?
Right.
Mark will go meet
our guests don't show.
Dr. John Day there,
Yes.
and of course, Edward Finney Brisbane, a day on the line too to join us with Zoom. Good morning, Dr. Mr. Dr. You hear us?
Yes, I hear.
Good morning.
Correct.
Oga Edward, good morning.
Good morning, Madam Professor.
I'm not talk say this matter, you know, the mathematics and for the figures and they enter your head well. And I'm not saying no feel wait to help us explain according to the law how it be say INEC go you spend this money as the lawyer where it be say you be, and of course human rights activist where it be say you be. So you don't see as you use Shelley now. INEC out of the 305 billion naira budget so they bring out for the year, they don't talk say that 239.2 billion naira. Now they go use run election, including materials and all of that. Which you make over? Make I first ask you, Edward.
From the top of the whole thing, because sometimes when it comes to issues like this, it'll be like waste of time to begin enter deep, begin think, okay, why this one happen like this, why this one happen like this, why this one happen like this. We don't already check the numbers, you know. Out of like when I talked before, for this country, we always get excuses and reasons. We started make up excuses and reasons. We always get excuses and reasons to inflate prices. So if market woman or trader, normal trader for markets, when they plant a tomato for our backyard, they'll tell you that because of dollar or inflation, I mean the cost of our product, the rice. Why you feel say INEC not do the same thing? So sometimes it's actually a waste of time to begin to discuss all these issues. Now, one question I want to ask, since 2015 election to 2019 election to this particular election, man, I even enter this election. Maybe all the by-elections will not happen from 2019 election to now. How many times we don't sit INEC down to ask questions as regards procurement? How many times? How many times would they actually sit down to probe INEC on how these monies were spent?
If I go answer that question, Mr. Edward, remember, say sometime in 2020 or so, House of Representatives been talks to make INEC return about 73 billion naira from 2015 election. You remember?
Yeah.
So
now,
I mean that because checks and balances.
No, you know, say that one are in us. That one are with them. I understand say they represent us, right? But we want to really ask these questions as Nigerians openly. You know, after every election, submit a document. I understand that they can be doing these things, but in this country we have trust issues. We have trust issues, not for ourselves, but trust issues with the government. Because how it be say 2019 election, we buy vehicles. You know, say for this budget, the money for vehicles.
True. Yes, operational vehicles.
How it be say for 2019 election, we get election materials. Now, as people they vote, so they carry the election materials to go out.
Okay.
Why will not they recycle election materials?
But Oga Fini, remember, say every year for budget, so they buy utensils, kitchen utensils for presidential villa. Every year for government, they buy motor and all that. You know, they ask yourself, the motor they won't buy before, what's happened to them? You know, on the system.
Now, the same question we don't carry point here now. So, INEC, now the same thing with them. Is INEC not supposed to be an independent body? Why would not they ever try?
Yeah.
They do some small management and economics for our government.
Okay, make we ask Oga Dotun, because as you did here, you just said they smile, they reason the matter. What do you feel about the situation? The money they increase, and we look calm, we see say, okay, maybe inflation fit affect the change of amount where INEC won't spend. How you take CM, Oga Dotun?
Now about 2 or 3 way thing, not be only one way.
Okay.
We get for our society, we say we get bad society. Then we expect small units of the society, say they go dey different from the entire bad society. You know, to they work like that. What do we get for Nigeria, like my colleague don't talk now, what I call believability problem. People not believe their government because of the little wayo way government don't play over time. Not be say about INEC alone, not just a general thing for Nigeria. But make I tell you, as bad as it may look say Nigeria be today, the problem we get for Nigeria not be budgeted money. If INEC budget 500 billion, that one not be the problem. The problem they say you go budget this kind of money, at the end of the day, we not go see results. Now what you do that? For election, to spend 200 billion for election, with the complexity within Nigeria, and to get fine result at the end of the day, my brother and sister, not be too much money.
Okay.
Because that 2 billion where they look, now one state governor go corner in the name of security vote here and there taken from here within 8 years. They don't steal all the money. So for me, the problem not be even be about the budget. If we budget this kind amount of money for say we want to take and do election, and at the end of the day, we follow through with security, we follow through with sensitive material, we follow through by not collecting money from wicked politicians where they bribe people to have the result where they don't get. If we get this money, take do all of this, and at the end of the day, me and you fit sit down for inside studio, say, we get the right election for 2023. Everybody go forget about the money. Now the celebration of the good election, now the mood will go there. So for me, not be just about the money, but this money, how are we going to put eye on it as media, as political party where I belong, as people where they on the street, say, this money I don't collect now, you use them for the right, this thing. I like the thing where you talk for studio. Since 2011, where I don't follow Nigerian budget, if you open the national budget, you go see place for cutlery inside Asoro.
Yes.
They feature. Now they call copy and paste budgeting. You they ask yourself, say, they do party for Asoro, not the governance that they do there. But every year they buy cutlery. Now you are saying I make budget one money for motor. No, the issue is that waiting they happen for big government or bigger government must to happen in small unit of the government.
Wow.
But not even only this money, what it concern me, be how to help and the best way to help them is to be talking about it the way we are talking about it, so that we can have a credible election. Give me 1 million, make I tell you, say,
all right.
And I not just to forget, say, across the world, anything where it has to do with election, they expensive.
Okay. Okay.
If what carry if NURTW member, because all this motto where they talk about, not be all the motto they buy. Sometimes they rent motto. In Nigeria today now, we get about 176,000 polling units or thereabout. For sensitive material to get to all these polling units, usually they partner with NURTW where they give them motto. If NURTW they carry from my village to another village, ordinarily for 10 naira, once he hears say na election, he go increase price.
Wow, too. Yeah. Make I throw this question, give Oga Fini Brisby. One of the things where they bother Nigerians the most, talking about voting and all that, according to INEC, they don't project their plans. Say the commission will deploy more than 1 million permanent and non-permanent guys who will work with them ad hoc and all that. Now, just for the voting units, the constituencies. Now, Nigerians, they say more than 1 million workers. In other words, you don't disenfranchise all these people. They no vote too because they work. So Nigerians, they look and say, you know, too much. What will be your own reaction towards this kind of line with this volume of people they want to deploy?
Okay, first things first. This issue we don't do on for a while now. For the past elections, what we don't do. We don't get these issues of lots of manpower involved in electoral activities. And then why the issues of electoral voting and electoral transmission of votes come from it. Right. Now, even though, say, if they considered for the recent Electoral Act, the INEC chairman already talks saying they would still have to make use of manual voting. And it brings me back to the issue of budgeting, because they still budget about 117 billion for technological activities.
Yeah.
And all of that.
Yes.
So whether you like them or not, waiting will just happen at these discussions. Waiting they want to do, they will still do. Because they're not really consider all these things like you talk about. They don't now disenfranchise people, when we can have it better. But at the end of the day, we can start having these excuses of provision of employment for people and all the rest. But you have disenfranchised them. They cannot vote at the end of the day, and you are still going to pay them for the things that they are doing. Now, sorry, and while I answer this one, I must come back to Ogadot and state this very clear. The INEC na umpire, right? And as far as INEC na umpire, if the umpire for electoral activities for Nigeria not the create a standard for themselves, they are not supposed to form themselves as an arm of the executive and not align and behave like the executive.
Yeah.
Because if Nigerians know they trust INEC, we will still have this difficulty of pushing Nigerians to come and vote.
True.
In elections. Nigerians have to trust INEC. The fact that the presidency will behave like this, not mean say INEC will come behave like that. Whether we like them or not. See, I understand because there was a particular amount attached to every voter. In actual fact, it has gone from $6 to $9, per voter.
So about $8 now.
There are some figures that are attached to voter. And it's a global thing. I understand that electoral activities are quite expensive. But the way we did for the country right now, if INEC can start saying, okay, we need to give dignity to these agencies so that Nigeria can start believing us. And people, when they come vote, political parties, when they come under us to come register and all that, as we monitor these things, we go use the eyes of integrity and dignity to follow up these elections. So if you can't look these numbers now, once you say, okay, we don't trust these numbers, we are going to just deal with them as we deal with the governments. And if you go into the streets of Nigeria, INEC is just an arm of the government as Oga which is not supposed to be. They are supposed to be independent. So they are not supposed to behave.
But Oga Philip Principal, I not say he be lawyer, but you think say it really possible for them to be independent? Taking that, now the executive now that appoints the people, everybody, including all the commissioners and the chairman. So if you say it's possible, say they will feel really independent.
You don't put me there. You don't put me there. You have appointed me. You have appointed me. Not be the presidency. They appoint judicial officers. I understand. Say the judiciary still they try to get better. But whether you like it or not, there are judgments that have been given against the governments themselves. Whether you like it or not. And if the judiciary in itself is not independent, as they struggle to make them be, then no one will worry about the country. All
right, so
it's the same thing with INEC. So INEC officials start behaving like politicians, and that's the issue when we get to now. That's why most of our elections still get fought.
Okay, so
what will be your response to that very word?
Ogadotun, we would like know your own
get
thoughts.
your own response to waiting Brizzy just talk now. So.
Make I even start with this funny story what happened to me from your question, Oshuko. My friend, they go to the House of Assembly. That's 2019. Not too young to run. Everybody, they happy. So talk to his friend. On the day of the election, only for him to discover, say, all his friends don't go work for INEC. None of them could vote for him. So I think, say, the major at the issue of survival. You see, if country not be successful, put their countrymen in survival mode. So if I get what do they call a voter card, and instead of going out to go vote, and I see somebody who will give me money to go work for INEC, I go package my voter card, keep it under my pillow to go and collect that money, because the thing is that everybody wants to survive. Once we get across this survival line, and everybody to a certain extent we can reason where the way the country been, as we talk this morning now, not up to, I don't want to generalize, but not up to 30% of Nigerians they really think well. Not to say myself I they think well, you just are they think well. By the time you see what they happen for your community, by the time you open your eye in the morning, see how many requests come up in the name of urgent 2K inside your phone for people no coffee eat. You're not going to be able to reason well. So me too, I'm not sure how they reason well. Until we create like where people go there a little bit, a better mode where they feel reason well. We go now do meeting, say, okay, I get voters card. If I may come here, I'm not going to work for them because
Okay. Oga Dotun, just to pick up for what you talk about how the community, the area be, how country be. The INEC chairman been talk say nothing go make election not happen. Even if say everything once for election must happen. You know, should you feel say insensitive statement from looking at how insecurity they ravage the country, or you agree say yes, so this one now work way supposed happen. How you take say?
No. INEC chairman just they tell you the mindset of government, and it's 110% correct. Because this is history. Make I tell you, I will tell you this recent one will happen for Anambra State. Some before election, nobody feel believe say election will happen for Anambra. In fact, the hotel where my party people use, in front of the hotel, they have to write that this hotel don't they close down, say that they do fumigation. So my people go pass back, go enter. I say no election, they were killing people. And government say election hold. For northeast, what do they call this headquarters of Boko Haram people? Nobody feel believe say election go hold for 2019. Election not hold. Election hold. Anything where government get with power to do for Nigeria, they must do them. All this insecurity where they talk about, government never get the with power to take end down. If
so it okay to just neglect the fact say people they die than to say okay now election be the priority. Now what you want to know?
Now election be priority. If for Nigeria,
okay. So Ogafini principal, make I just bring you into this one sharply before we round up. It is the time when we saw interview person here we talk say for most areas them, most rural areas them, especially some places where they cross water enter and some places where they far from other places. Say elections they hold, say not just writing of results they hold. For this kind thing, for this kind of situation with the budget they don't bring out, and then considering the immediate security situation for the country, you feel say this 2023 on go different? They no go right results.
2019 election. I was seriously a part of 2019 election.
Okay.
I did observe. You know, especially the riverine area where I am from.
Oh, great.
Now, it's very easy to conduct election when it's not a national issue, when it's just one particular place. But if you do your research, a small state like Bayelsa State, some places like Basambri and the rest, people don't run enter bush. They close down full community. And whether you like them or not, right now, those places are seen as places when you say not they troubled. Not to talk about places when we not say they troubled. See, let me tell you something. I'm sorry, Oga Dotun. I'm not going to agree. I'm not going to accept, say, election a priority. In 2015, they were set, not be the whole country, like the way it is now, when you say every part of the country, there are pockets of violence for every part of the country. There was a particular part of the country when you say Boko Haram just did stop. And I think a few weeks before the election, even the government done the plan, so okay, we must do something. That was the government that we thought was clueless and all of that. That was what we attacked the government with. But at the end of the day, elections happen in those areas. And we agree with you that, of course, when there is a will power, government will achieve what they want to achieve. But hey, in a national situation like this, right now, our government, our president don't get meetings.
Okay.
The meetings with the service chief. The meetings with the service chief, it be like breakfast meeting now. Almost every time.
Thank you, Oga President. Time no day again.
Time no day. Getting the mind of the people to go into the place.
This question and answer, we don't go finish them today.
Oga Brisby.
We're not going to finish this question because this will be like saying a rhetoric question they ask us. All of us don't get answer to them. I just saw God or two self don't get answer to them right now.
If we get answer to them too, but then the time not today, but we want to thank you now.
Thank you. Thank you, Oga Fini, Edward Fini Brisbane, and Dotun Ojon as on a two can join us together for inside the studio. We like the one at Brick and now, and actually we also like on a diverse opinions and for some places, and we're on a come meet together too. We appreciate it and well, and we hope so next time when we'll call on and come join us again, come talk. the matter. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, now say listen, the Good Morning Naija show now with the sport, the shele. We hear say be like Sassina and knock people again. I don't know, but they will come tell us everything we concern sports. Plus, including say today in a World Malaria Day. We could go take small break. We'll go enter the next matter then. Stay with us.
Judge, I want you to consider your next actions carefully after listening to what I have to say. We're not choosing you as the next local government chairman.
If not me,
who?
Life is good.
Please, Judge, for the sake of peace.
For there to be peace, there must first be war.
Aziz, stop this now. Your mom is going to be fine.
Not if I don't do something about it.
You get liver, run away with my motor for 2 months. So you want more money?
You know I won't come if I'm not desperate.
It's time you became a man. I will give you something better than money. Your hustle has started. Taxi, charter, whatever you do, don't drive at night.
Showing Mondays, 6:30 p.m. on Wazobia Max TV.
Remember to wash your hands for no less than 20 seconds. Please keep your hands away from your face. Take all the necessary precautions as you're responsible for not only yourself, but also others. And remember to filter whatever information that you get.
Nigeria's Niger Delta region, where the black gold continues to flow and fuel Africa's largest economy, where the line between wealth and poverty has never been thinner. Oil, gas, politics, development, and community issues all are highly valuable commodities in the Niger Delta. How do they combine and how can they work together to spawn a new era in the Niger Delta? Join ace broadcaster Mahmoud Akuga as he probes deep to analyze issues in the region from angles never before explored. Inside the Niger Delta with Mahmoud Akuga, the authentic voice of Nigeria's oil-rich region.
Inside the Niger Delta, Thursdays, 10:30 a.m., showing on Wazobia Max TV.
Yes, sir. Welcome this morning right here for Wazobia Max TV. My name is Nokala Onyebuchi, but as you call me the Laba Master. See me at the smile this morning because we don't get plenty champions. One happened for France, one happened for Spain, and Arsenal too on their own right. They qualify for Champions League if the table stay as it did. I'm going to start likely for England because big games have been happened here. I give you results, so we go down this weekend. The first game, see Arsenal beat United. That match ended 3 goals to 1. We see Leicester play 0-0 against Aston Villa. Norwich lose against Newcastle 3 goals to 0. John Linton scored 2 goals for that game. And Gabriel Jesus scored 4 goals at City. Beat Watford 5 goals to 1. While Brentford hold Tottenham Hotspur. That match be end 0-0. We enter yesterday. Where Brighton played 2-2 against Southampton. We see Burnley officially come for relegation when they beat Wolves 1 goal to 0. Also, Chelsea, a late goal from Christian Pulisic, and then beat West Ham 1 goal to 0. While Liverpool also win their match against Everton 2 goals to 0. And today, we go see Crystal Palace play against Leeds United. Talking about Arsenal, I go like